Hi, my name is Brian. I'm from Opel Mazda in Port Moody. I would just like to introduce you to the Mazda CX-9. One of the things you will notice with the CX-9 is Mazda's Kodo Soul of Motion. Part of the design language has to do with the grille. It's a very striking presence to it. When you see one driving towards you, it's unmistakably a Mazda. And you can see how the silver grille also extends into the headlight assembly, completing the flow of the design. And also, another part of the kodo is to mimic the animal pouncing on its prey, to give the vehicle a motion of that it's moving even though it is standing still. Underneath this beautifully handcrafted kodo solar motion design sheet metal is our Mazda Sky Active chassis. It uses a combination of both high tensile and ultra high tensile strength steel to give it an incredibly rigid yet incredibly light platform. A lot of my customers, when they test drive this vehicle, one of the things they always say is, wow, this vehicle is so light, so agile, it feels just like a regular Mazda 3, which is people don't expect that sort of handling ability from a vehicle of this size. And because the vehicle is so much lighter, 300 pounds lighter from the previous generation of the CX-9 to be exact, we're able to put a lot of sound insulation material that contributes to the overall unexpected level of quietness and refinement in this vehicle. At the heart of the CX-9 is our all-new 2.5-liter Skyactiv turbocharged engine. It produces a best-in-class 310 pound-feet of torque and a best-in-class fuel efficiency. Every time when I go on a test drive with a customer, not a single one of them is not surprised and smiling from ear to ear when they feel the power and how quickly this vehicle can accelerate. One of the neat features of our Skyactiv 2.5-liter turbo engine is a dynamic pressure turbo. Now, commonly people know with a turbocharged engine, there's something called a turbo lag. It's where you step on the gas, gotta wait a few seconds before the power comes on, and it's a very uneven, uncomfortable power delivery. However, with us, our dynamic pressure turbo ensures that the turbo mechanism is always running and the power readily comes at 1600 RPM. Now, with all of that power, it's important that it's applied to the wheels appropriately. This is where Mazda's active sense all-wheel drive comes in. Unlike a lot of our competitors, which their traditional system uses a reactive system, ours is a predictive system. So it actively looks at the temperature outside, how fast the windshield wiper is going, and all of your driver input to determine how power should be applied to the 4 different wheels. Being a proud owner of a 2013 CX-5 Mazda myself, which has the same all-wheel drive system, I can truly appreciate that there are no levers or buttons I need to push. I don't need to worry about traction. I just focus on driving and the system will take care of its rest for me. Once you're inside the CX-9, you can see the level of detail, the fit and finish, and the quality of craftsmanship from the outside is also mirrored in the inside of the vehicle as well. The attention to detail. Every single metal trim here you see is actually aluminum rather than plastic. Every switch has a nice tactile feedback, just like an expensive watch. One of the biggest features that distinguishes us from the competitor is our Mazda Connect human-machine interface HMI system. A lot of the brands, they rely on a touchscreen that sits lower in the dash. So as you're driving, you take your eyes off the road, you need to start touching at the screen. But it's a very distracting process because there are no physical buttons on the screen. You have no idea what the menu buttons are. Whereas with the Mazda Connect system, we have these physical buttons that are naturally positioned where your hands and arms would be as you're driving. Everything is at the touch of your fingertips. So with all the talk of power and how beautiful this vehicle is designed, Mazda did not forget that at the end of the day, this is a very practical 7-passenger SUV vehicle. As you can see, it's got plenty of legroom and headroom. With the third row folded down, you got plenty of cargo space for storage, but you can still comfortably sit 2 passengers in the third row, giving that 7-passenger practicality. The Mazda CX-9 combines all of Mazda's core philosophy of Kodo Solar Motion, the new Skyactiv 2.5 turbo engine, the active all-wheel drive, the Mazda Connect system, along with a host of active and proactive safety features that makes this vehicle the best in class. Again, my name is Brian from Old Portal Mazda in Port Moody. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me.